Maybach is a bad bitch. Baby, I'm the baddest. I'm the baddest. I'm the baddest. I'm the baddest. Go!
Hi, my name is Dakota Smith, and for my psychology project, I'm going to use a piece of existing media, being social media or social media figure Kylie Jenner, in order to connect to other psychological theories discussed in class, being the theories of Freud and the three happy lives theory. So, Freud proposed the theory of psychoanalysis, which is that everything in our lives pertains to our childhood in some way. Our morals, our ethics, our personality is all dependent on what we experienced as children and who we are now. So, for Kylie Jenner, we know pretty much everything about her, right? We know that she grew up in a lavish lifestyle, everything was handed to her, she didn't really have to struggle. And that's not bad, at least on the surface layer. According to Freud, we are all an iceberg, and we only see the peak of our personality, the top of the iceberg. That's all we see with Kylie. We see her increasing amounts of wealth, we see her homes, her vehicles, her family, but we don't see all of Kylie. We only see what she wants to present to us through her social media forum. But what Kylie experienced as a child was a pretty relatively decent life. She lived the pleasant life, which is the first of the three happy lives theory. The pleasant life basically means that you don't have to struggle. All your needs are met. Your physiological needs, you are fine. You have security, you're safe, you have shelter, you have food. You will never have to worry about being hungry, going broke, where your next meal. You never have to worry about those sorts of circumstances. And while this is a wonderful sounding life, this is not the happiest form of life. Nothing is. You don't have to expound upon many other factors. Your external needs are basically met, leaving you to have to somehow muster up your intrinsic motivation deep inside you when everything you have is already provided. So for Kylie, she was given what she needed: lavish homes, lavish gifts, lavish Christmas parties, from childhood to now young adulthood. However, one need that she needed to fulfill was the need for love and support. Her mother, the infamous Kris Jenner, focused primarily on the older children, Kim, Courtney, Chloe, and Rob, to bolster their careers and to help elevate them into young adulthood, while leaving Kendall and Kylie mainly to fend for themselves, which really wouldn't be considered fending for yourselves with all the resources they had. Either way, they were shoved to the side. So Kylie always, her id was always seeking the love and approval that she never received from her mother, thus forcing her superego to project these extrinsic motivators onto the world. If you go on her social media page, you will always see her vehicles being Lamborghini, Ferrari, Range Rover, and a Mercedes, just to name a few. That's not all of them, that's just four off the top of my head. We'll see these things, and people will often feel envious or they'll feel worse about themselves, which is the feeling she's hoping to evoke from you. She is always seeking approval. That's what her id seeks, as Freud would say. However, this does not fulfill her. She is not completed by this, but it gives her the instantaneous gratification that she needs at that moment in time. That's why she's still suffering. She's still seeking this love and approval, so she looks at it for different aspects. She looks to a man for it, but the man didn't work. She had a child, which she thought would be the ultimate form of happiness. The child didn't still quench her thirst. And now she's stuck, floundering, trying to find any form of happiness in any way that she can. So she'll often look to her friends, and since she can't find the internal happiness that she needs, she posts pictures to social media and attempts to try to make the world think she's happy, or at least try to make the world believe that she's happy. So, in summation, Kylie living the pleasant life opposed to the good life in which she has instant flow, she's doing something that she enjoys, or the meaningful life in which she uses her talents to increase the lives of others, has resulted in her having an everlasting void. The void is infinite. She has forced others to approve of her with her money, to cater to her. She dangles her power over them in order to feel fulfilled. And since this is not genuine love and support that her id truly needs and desires, she can't be happy. And that's proof that money does not make you happier. It's truly what your heart wants that determines if you will have a happy life or not. So, with all of life's woes, all of the ups and downs, and all the power, money, education that you can have, the only way to be a truly happy or content person in life is to know what you want or to obtain the happiness that you know you have when you feel it. I hope you enjoyed my project and thank you very much for listening. It's been very great having you as a teacher. Thank you.